All right, we're headed east on Pine Cove Road. There's the little fire station right there. That's a pretty good landmark. That means we're getting close to the property. This is a large tract, and I've never really had the opportunity to look at this. I've driven by it, I'm sure, a few times in looking at other properties. This is part of a deal that we bought a couple years ago, right out here at the lake. And I just think it never got the attention it deserved. So we're gonna take a look today, do a drive by and do a ground video, and then probably do a drone video as well. Okay, so we're coming to the end of the pavement, and the road goes left and right, and I believe I can get there either way. Okay, I'm gonna go right. If you have the MapRight app, you'll see that this is a pretty cool property. I mean, it's got a couple different access points. It's extremely close to the lake. Oh, actually, yeah, no, it's not lakefront, but it is very close to the water. Pretty much right across from the Lake of the Ozarks. And it is, just a huge piece of acreage in an area that's full of tiny building lots. This is an unusually large piece of acreage. It's off to the left, but there's actually a string of building lots here on the left side of the road, and it sits behind those. So we've got to go a little further to get to the actual road frontage on the property. I can see it back there, but we can't get to it quite yet. Okay. You definitely do want the MapRight app when you come out here. Get the free app, and then we can send you the link for this specific map for this property. Okay, now as we go down the hill, it's going to be on the left in just a moment. I can see the lake off in the distance there, actually just at the bottom of the hill. Okay, and now the property's on the left. I don't see an existing driveway on this south side at all. You could surely put one in. It would take probably a full day with a piece of machinery to do that, but it could certainly be done. And you would have some awesome lake views because that does rise up. And we can, if the leaves were off the trees, we'd be staring at the lake right now. So everything you see on the left is the property. And there's the Lake of the Ozarks on the right. Basically right to the bottom of this hill. And then there's an old house site down here, and that's where the road frontage basically ends. It's just before that. I'm gonna pull off to the side a little bit in case anybody needs to get through. I won't do too much walking, but we will do a drone video here. And we'll post that to the listing site as well. There you can see part of the lake, the Ozarks, right across. And this rises up substantially. So, I mean, you're talking a nice lake view if you get a little further back onto this property. It appears to have some type of old creek bed. And I'm following what looks like a deer trail. Well, it's got a really pretty gravel creek bed here. Obviously a wet weather creek bed, but great source of gravel if you're doing some building projects or landscaping projects. I mean, this is just kind of a unique one because, like I said, we've never really focused on it, but I knew it was big. I knew it would have some lake views. And I knew that we didn't have the time to really give it the attention it deserves. So that's why we're doing the listing here so someone else can go ahead and do that. One thing that we've done very successfully in the past, and this would be a good property for it, is if you get a hold of an adjoining property owner, like say this guy who unfortunately his house apparently burnt, but likely they would sell that for basically nothing because they'll probably have no use for it. And there's a drilled well that I can see on the other side of the house, so that would give you a well. You've got obviously electric and phone in numerous spots on the property. And I just don't know, you might find home sites on the property. I really have no idea. But as we look at the map here, the MapRight app, whoops, it's a little confusing, and this is kind of a master map that has different stuff, but this is the property here that we're looking at, and we're parked at the end of the road frontage right here, so we could go down and back up. If we came back the way we came and went left at that gravel, we'd be on this little area right here looking at that. That could potentially be a better access point. There's actually, if you look at the other maps that we'll provide, there are old roads that go back in here, subdivision roads, and those might give you better access to the property. But I mean, it's an unusual one. It could be a place for an awesome home site because you could literally go right in the middle, potentially have that awesome lake view, and be so private. So there's Lake of the Ozarks, one of the coves obviously on Lake of the Ozarks. So yeah, I wish we had more info for you. This one's kind of an adventure. Come on out and take a look at it. I think someone's really going to have some fun with this property. As we go a little further here, now it doesn't have frontage on the gravel road here, but this is another situation where these were lotted off into little building lots decades ago. And like I said, what we've done successfully in the past on deals just like this is approach the owner of these lots. And oftentimes if they're not using them, if they're out-of-state owners, they will let you have them for just a couple $100. Now here's a natural launch right here. That's cool. Wow, that's really handy. You could do your jet skis or your pontoon boats right there. Just a few feet from the property. There's a deer over there. Yeah, and a fish jumped. It's like a nature channel program. I can see a deer standing on the other shore. Hey buddy. Flapping his little deer tail. That is awesome. InstantAcres.com. This is just really cool.